and human languages, that's the natural languages. In particular, how to program computers to process and analyze large amount of natural language data. This NLP started very early in 1960 itself. They started. Now the question is, why so much hype now? It's not the hype alone. It is the practical, realistic thing. In the early 1960s, we did not have so much data. So today we have a voluminous data so that we are able to harness, we are able to leverage this technology. And it's not only the NLP, so the entire artificial intelligence we are able to leverage now, it's because of the data. We have large amount of data. Now coming to the next one, look at this. There are some challenges in NLP. Now look at the sentence. John saw the man on the mountain with a telescope. Now the question is, who is on the mountain? Is it John or the man or the both? Who has the telescope? Is it John or the man or both? So this type of sentences is really confusing for the human being like us. So the same type of sentences, when we are trying to give it to the machines, definitely there'll be a challenge. I'll give you one more slide for finding the challenges. Now look at this. I'm going to ask the Siri how far the Coimbatore is located from here. Thinking that, and the next question is the Salem. Okay, let me ask the Siri now.
Sir, sorry for the interruption, sir. Rajkumar, sir.
How far is Coimbatore located from here? Oh, sorry.
It looks like Compton.
Rajkumar, sir.
How far is Coimbatore located from here? No.
It looks like Quebec City, Canada is about 423 miles away by car.
The language is not again. How far is Coimbatore located from here? Still
Which Queen Bador? Click the one you want.
So now look at this. It is not able to understand the accent. How far is Coimbatore located from here?
Which cremation service?
It is
Click
not.
the one you want.
Let me ask the other one. How far is Salem is located from here?
Salem is about 50 miles away by car.
Yeah, now look at this. This is the real challenge. Now I am meant the Salem which is located nearby Coimbatore, but it's showing something different. The Salem which is located near my place. So that is why it is showing 51 miles away from here. Now let me ask another question. How far Washington is located from here?
Olympia is about 3,097 miles away by car.
So now look at this. It is showing the Washington state, but I wanted to go to the Washington DC. So it is not showing the correct answer. So it is showing the Washington state, which is the southern part of the North America. So these are the challenges we face when we are dealing with the NLP. First thing, it does not understand the accent. It does not understand the place where I want to go. And then it's confusing with the different places. Now, coming to the next one. Am I all with you? Are you all with? Okay, the next, the success stories of the NLP. The first one is the email classifications. As you know, if you are getting the email, whether it's a spam or legitimate, it can be found out by the NLP's technology. And sentiment analysis, like in movies, everything we can do it through the sentiment analysis using the NLP. Text classification. Most of the industries, they started to use this technology for text classification. And text generation, I can give an example. If you're trying to type the Gmail, you will get some of the pop-up boards, not only Gmail, even the if you're trying to do some kind of messages, WhatsApp messages, you will get some of the words, the next words. It's the predicting next words. So that is because of the NLP. And then very popular one is chatbots. Now this chatbot industry is going to grow very vast, and it is going to be the big trendsetter. It may be the banking or insurance, retail, healthcare. Everywhere the people start to use the chatbots. Even if you go to the ICICI mobile app, you can see the chatbot. And in here, the Bank of America and other banks, they use the chatbots. So this market, the chatbot market, is expected to attain a size of $412.22 million in 2024. So this is going to grow very fast. And along with that, the voice assistants. So just now we saw the Siri and Alexa, all those things. Let me go to the next slide. Yeah. So the Google Home, Alexa, Siri, Cortana, these are all the voice assistants. This trend is also going up. So the Gartner says it is estimated to the top $2 billion by end of 2020. Almost everybody started to use these devices. Now, if you look at these devices, there are only two things are happening. You are giving the voice, and that voice is going to change the text, and based on the text, it is going to do some action. Suppose him asking Siri, where is place of songs, it will have place of songs. When I ask Google Home, play some YouTube songs in Tamil, it'll open the YouTube and it'll play some songs. So there'll be a voice and then there'll be an action. Now this voice-based application is also going to grow. And if you look at the structure of the voice application, again, it's the user is giving an unstructured conversational input, and then it will be converted to the structured data, and then it will come to the structured data. That will again convert it to the unstructured and give back to the user. So this is the process of the voice applications. Now this picture, it is the Facebook they are using, and most probably after say about 2 or 3 years, most of the badging, that is most of the companies, they started to use this type of devices for their entry and exit. So when they are entering to the office, they will have a small screen and they will show their face and it will be identified, and then that will be registered. It is not that you have to swipe in every time. That is going to go away, and they will show the face and then it will identify. If you want to ask something, you can ask here. So this device is going to be used in almost all industries. So as of now, the Facebook is started to use this one. Now, coming to the voice-based applications, as I told you, this is a part of the conversational AI.
Sir, sorry for the interruption. Rajkumar, sir.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Sir, can you go to the presentation mode? Slideshow?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay? Oh, I'm sorry. So this the conversational AI market is, it's going to grow, and this one, if you look at here, in 2019 it was $4.2 billion, but now in 2024 it is going to be $15.7 billion. So this technology is also going to grow very fast. Yeah. Now look at this, the question of why we want to have the NLP, the motivation behind the NLP. Because 80% of the world's data is unstructured or semi-structured, and the text is everywhere. So look at this is the Google Cloud of data store, and here you can see the text is everywhere. It may be the tweets, it may be the Reddits, it may be blogs or the news, or it may be the proprietary items like email, Slack, database, logs, or it may be the hybrid like reviews and comments. So everywhere the text, how are we going to use this text for our own purpose? And another important advantage of the NLP is it's more realistic. It is not like other technology where you need to use the big GPUs and the TPUs. But here you can use in this on the computers itself. You can use the realistic. It is the affordable and it's the deployable. That is why most of the industry they started to use the text processing, the text summarizing, and text classification using this technology. So now we'll see the NLP workflow, the overall workflow. So we have a huge the data, and this data we are doing type of a pre-processing, and then these pre-processing we are going to make a parsing and analysis. Then the text representation and feature engineering we will do. Then we are doing the modeling and the pattern mining. Then we are going to evaluate it and deploy it. So this is the generic flow for all the NLP projects. If you take any of the NLP application, this is the generic flow. Yeah, when I said the text pre-processing, what we are going to do, it is we are going to remove some of the HTML tags and white spaces, the new lines, special characters and symbols, and stop words like the, all those things. And then we are also going to add some of the process like a stemming and lemma, tokenization, spell check, grammar check, and then converting the accented character to the ASCII. Now, this is the important slide. Google has started to use the semantic search for their search engine. So this was introduced in 2007, 2018, so very recently. Now, what is this semantic search? When I'm giving where is Canada, so it will not search based on the keywords. Where is Canada, or who is the Prime Minister of Canada? It will not search based on the keywords, but it will search based on the meaning of the sentence. So that was already implemented. Let us see a small practical thing. Let me go to the next one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to ask some of the questions to Google. Look at this, how it is going to change its pronouns and how it's going to understand. It is a more on the conversational AI. You can see it here. Who is the Prime Minister of Canada?
Justin Trudeau is the Prime Minister of Canada.
Who did he marry to?
He's been married to Sophie Gregoire Trudeau since 2005.
Now look at this. I'm changing the pronouns again. How many children do they have?
3.
Again, I'm changing the pronouns. What are their names? It's not coming. What is his father's name?
Justin Trudeau's father was Pierre Trudeau.
What is his mother's name?
His mother is Margaret Trudeau.
Yeah, now this is the semantic search. It is not searching based on the keywords. It is searching based on the context. So I asked the Prime Minister of Canada, then I asked whom did he marry, then I'm asking the children. So it is the conversational. It is not just like one question, next question. It is understood by the Google, whatever I speak, and then based on the meaning, it is giving the reply. Yeah. Go to the next slide. So that is called a semantic search. Now look at the natural language generations, and this is as I told you, when you're typing the Gmail or with the WhatsApp, it is popping up some text because of NLG. So it may be for the letters of forms, text summaries and data sets, the reports, the financial reports, financial summaries, dashboards, and personalized customer recommendation, charts, graphs. Everything can be done through the NLG. Now, this is the cutting edge technology, the BERT. This is introduced very recently, that is by the Google AI in 2018. BERT is nothing but a bidirectional encoder representation for transformers. So this is also a form of a transformers. And this is, they already started. By introducing this one, the old technologies like go-to vector, globe, all the RNNs, bidirectional RNNs, those things going to go away because everything the BERT will look into. Right? And not only that, the BERT has become very, very popular in most of the industries now. And in the near future, we are going to use the BERT and other transformers only. Now it's the new method, and I'm going to show you some of the the practical aspect of the BERT. So it's a new method, a pre-training language representation. It is also pre-trained. It's the data set is already trained. And it's the multiple NLP tasks. You can do the classification, you can do a Q&A, you can do the summarization, everything you can use by using the BERT without doing a much coding. You can just give 2 or 3 lines. I'm going to show it to you now. And these, within 2 or 3 lines of code, you can do a lot of things. And then the state of art is performance, and it helps Google to understand the language more like a human, less like a robot. So I was showing the BERT, semantic search. So it's like more like a human than the robot. Now look at this. I'm going to ask the Google, what is the nearest espresso that is open right now? Now this one, I'm not even going to ask any of the coffee shops. Let me go to the Google again. Yeah. Yeah, I am going to ask, look at this. What is the nearest espresso that is open right now?
Here you go. Business hours for the nearest espresso near Sharon.
So I am not even asked where is the coffee shop. So the espresso is a type of coffee. I've not asked the coffee shop nearby. I've asked the espresso a coffee type, and it is putting the data. And we'll ask the same question to the Sri. Okay. What is the nearest espresso that is open right now? I'm sorry. What is the nearest espresso that is open right now?
Okay, here's what I found.
So it pulls all the data, which is the coffee shops nearby this one. So the BERT works based on the meaning of the sentence, what the user says. It is not working based on the keywords. So it will be very helpful. I can also ask, I can come to the point and ask, where is the Annapurna Urundu Vadai? It will tell you the places near me, right? Yeah, the next one we will talk about. Yeah, this is another important technology. It is also going to come, and yeah, till say about till about January 2020, GPT-2 was very famous, but now they've introduced GPT-3. GPT is another transformer like the BERT. It's a generative pre-trained transformer, and it is done by the OpenAI, and it's yet to be published, yet to be used. and they made our work much easier. At least for the Bird, you will have to give some 2 or 3 lines of coding, but for the GPT, you need not do any type of coding. Everything will be done through your honor English languages, in honor English sentences, and you can do it through your APIs, because it was trained with 175 billion parameters, and it's a custom language task without training data. So once you have the GPT-3, you need not do type of any training also. And this GPT-3, you can make use of it as a translator. You can also make use of it as a programmer, and you can make him as a poet or famous author. So the most of the programming languages will be done by the GPT-3 itself. So I'm going to show you a small um, 1 second. Let me show you the okay, a small video. Yeah, GPT-3 here. Now look at this. This guy is giving an ordinary English sentences, but it will produce HTML coding, HTML code. Look at this here. Yeah, I hope you can. Yeah, a button that looks like your, see, a large text that says "Welcome to my newsletter," and a blue button. He is giving only sentence, but it will generate HTML code, and then that code will be run here. Say "Welcome to my newsletter." In red, it is giving. So now I'm using the GPT-3 as a programmer. I need not do any program. The GPT-3 itself is doing a program. See? A table of the richest countries in the world. So there is now also an article, the GPT-3 is going to kill all the programmers. You can also read that one. So it is doing the highlight of the programs. Yes. He is giving summer sentence, the ugliest emoji ever. It pulls from there, and it is giving 5 buttons, each with the random color and the number between 1 to 10. It is showing everything. A simple landing page. You just give a simple landing page, it will show you like this. There, that's I love AI, an emoji. Yes. So this is the success story of the GPT-3. Now, once it's introduced, and now it's the beta stage. We cannot use the GPT-3 now. GPT-2 is already there. But once it's introduced, you need not do anything. Everything will be done by the GPT-3, because it was trained on 175 billion parameters. So whatever we say, it will be done. So you can also ask GPT-3 to make a poem. You can also ask some of the essays. You just give the title and you make essays by bringing all the book corpses, and then it will make essays. And you can also make a translator. So suppose I'm speaking Tamil, I want to translate it to Hindi. You can just like translate Tamil to Tamil and give the word, automatically be translated. So that is again the automatic translation will be done by the GPT-3. So this is also a part of the NLP. Now coming to the next slide. Yeah. So this scientist, this researcher, he told there are 3 stages in the human interaction with the machines. So the first stage, it took around 40 years. So I was telling you, 1960 itself, it's why it was introduced. But now we are enjoying it. So it took more than 40 years. But in order to have a human-computer partnership. So the machine is there, the robot is there, I'm a human being. If I want to be a partner with the computer, it might take 10 years to 500 years. And it should be intellectually the most creative and exciting in the history of the humanity. So it will take some more time, and we are starting to leverage the NLP technology. And but stage 3 is going to be the ultra intelligent machines. It is just like us. Whatever the human being is doing, it's doing more than that. So ultra intelligent machines, it will take some more time. But as of now, we can partner with the AI, we can partner with the machines, we can partner with the robot, and we can do so many work. Okay. The next slide, it's the common use cases. The people who are using, who are doing the research, these are the common use cases by using the NLP. You can do the text classification, like supporting the ticket classification. Support ticket classification, I'll just give you an example. In most of the industries like Wipro, Infosys, TCS and all, they find a lot of issues then and there. So what they'll do, they want to get it done by some of the engineers, some of the experts. They we call say L1 engineer, L2 engineer, L3 engineer, L4 engineers. So what we will do, we will book a ticket. So with that's called ticket classification. Now what will happen? This ticket classification will be done. Usually it will be done by the human being, human experts. But now the AI will do by itself, and it will make the classification based on the query. Supposing my desktop is working now, or my desktop not working today. So I have got some of the blue screen problem. So when I log it like that, automatically it will take the issue and put it in some of the bucket. And from there, it will go to the right person. And based on his answer, the query will be answered. So that text classification will be done automatically. Previously, the human being used to do sending from one person to another person, and this department to that department. But now it is done automatically. So the text classification, and most of the industry, they started to utilize this text classification using the NLP. And text clustering and seniority, search in the international informational retrieval, like I told you, the BERT search engines, the parsing the NER, named entity recognition, and text summarization. Supposing I have a large text, and I don't have time to see everything. Supposing let's say you are working at a vice president level, and if you are having say about a 5 to 6 pages of text, and you don't have time to see everything, so you can do a text summarization, so that you will get only a small block of the text, and you can just read it and it will be understood, because everything will be text summarized by the NLP. You can understand everything by the summary itself. You need not read the entire documentation. And as I told you, the machine translation, you can do the speech to text and the language translation, everything you can do through the NLP. And conversational interfaces like a chatbots, personal assistants, Q&A systems, and then comes the sentiment analysis. Most of the sentiment analysis we can do it through the NLP. Yes. Now this is my last slide. Yeah, this is a real-time scenario I'm going to give it to you. Maybe the people who are doing research, you can also do, maybe you can do a patent also on this, because there's nothing on the patent side. This is the insurance domain, the real-time things. Okay, in the insurance domain, let's say the ICICI Prudential Insurance, we have a Maruti Insurance, here we have Geico. There are so many insurance companies out there. Now, when my car has got some flat tire or some damage, what will happen? My insurance amount is going to grow. It's going to be raised, right? So normally what will happen is that will be done by the human experts. So supposing I'm paying say about $100 per month. Now after small accident or some of their driving history, they are going to increase it to the $120. Now, how are they going to fix it? How are they going to make like a 100 to 120? So based on their own experience, based on their own calculation, they are putting into like 100 to 120 or 100 to even they make it less like a $90. But there is no AI system based on the driving history of the person, of the driver. So pay as per the driving history. Now, in order to achieve that part, okay, what not I should do? I should have a IoT technology. I should have a type of a computer vision technology. I should definitely have to have a NLP. Now, with using the IoT, what I will do, I will collect the information from my car each and every minute. Each and every second I'm collecting, and how the driver is driving. So that I am collecting the information, I'm putting into my database. So it's not just one person or two persons. I'm collecting information for millions of people because I do not have a data set for this one. I don't have a data set for this one. Most of the scenarios, whatever we the last slide, we have data set. We have a
I understand. At one time, you were in the classroom with your peers, you were sharing.
Somebody's, you can ask the question and session, please. Please wait, hold on, please. So, yeah, so I was telling you the high
your anxiety, uncertainty, perhaps your parents at school with you, perhaps on that you were.
Please hold on, madam. Please hold on, ma'am. Please, madam, we will do a Q&A.
And your parents talk to you. You have peer interaction. That is very essential. That was in the classroom. But I understand now that it has been taken off. You can keep in contact with your friends through your smartphone. Why don't you study together? Focus on studies because that will help you definitely.
Please hold on. We have a Q&A session, ma'am. Please hold on. Please hold on. We have a Q&A session. So we have to try and we have to deploy it and as model, and then we can use it. So we are not using for just for 1%, 2%. We have to collect the information for many people, and then only we can have a data set. Similarly, we can also have a medical bot. The medical bot, like doctor's appointment. We can find the best doctors, and we can also recommend hospitals, and we can also do get the information, the medication information. Now, when I say this one, we have to use the different technologies like NLP has to be there, and then we can also use the recommendation systems. We can also use this one, and we can also use type of computer. With that, we'll be able to make the medical report. Okay, so these are the research areas you can look into that, and yeah, this I'm going to show you some of the practical thing, practical hands-on thing. Yeah, I'm going to make it. For this one, I am going to use Colab. Yeah, I was telling you the word you can just write only 3 lines of code. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to import to some of the libraries, and once I'm importing this one, and then we are going to import the transformers, and then I'm going to import the pipeline. Now look at this. Yes. Yeah, that's all my prerequisite is done. Now I have done on the pipeline, I have done on the transformers. Now I am going to make a question answer. So I'm using the transformers. This is just a question answer giving it, and I'm going to use pipeline. Now look at this. That's it. Now I'm not using much coding here. Look at this. This is a text. This is a context. And with this context, what I'm going to do, I am going to ask some of the questions from this context. Now, this is the context. This is the text based on the coronavirus. Now, look at this. Once done, I can make a question answer chatbot using this context itself. Now, when I run this one, when can we expect a vaccine? Look at this. It is really early summer. The answer it comes directly from the text. And now look at this one. Did J&J, Johnson Johnson, start the trials? J&J will start the first human trials. The answer came. And now look at this one. I'm running the next one. Which are the two countries partner on the phase 1? So Germany and the US. It came the answer. And then at which phase Pfizer will join? Look at this, the phase 3. So everything you can find in this context, in this passage. So from here, we gave some of the questions, it is giving the answers. So without much coding, I did not do any coding. Similarly, I can also do type of translation. Now, English to French, I can just give only this line, translator equal to pipeline, see, EN with the French. Now look at this, I'm using these libraries, and then I am attending a seminar on natural language processing. This is by English text, and I'm going to give me a minute. So this is the, now I'm going to give, like, I am attending a seminar on natural language processing. It is going to be translated in French. See? Look at this. This is in the French. Now I can also do the same thing like a Germany. I can do it like a Germany. It is translated now. I am importing the library for that. And now, now look at this. There is some, I am attending a seminar. Look at this. This is in Germany. I don't know the Germany. Maybe if you know, you can understand. See, and text generations. So I was telling you the text generation. You can do it just by only one line. You can use this one like a GP2 here, and today it is going to be. So the next followed word, you can generate it by using this one. Okay, and I'm just giving. Give me a minute. It is downloading everything. Okay, now I can just run this one. What's still going on here? Yeah, it is. See, today it is going to be a very dark day for Europe, and some of the messages came automatically. It was from there, and this is an interesting exercise. I have taken some of the sentences from the Bharathiar University website in the about page. It is showing Bharathiar University was, this is the about page, about Bharathiar University. So now what I'm going to do, I want to make a Q&A, or I want to make a small chatbot for a Bharathiar University. So I have to give a passage, a big passage like this, and I can ask some of the questions. So let us see. Say the university was established in Coimbatore by the government of Tamil Nadu in February 1982. So now I'm just giving the context and question I'm going to ask. I can make maybe a chatbot and ask the same thing. In which year Bharathiar University was established? Now here, 1982 was established, right? So now I'm going to give the thing. The computer is giving, see, look at this, 1982. So from this passage, from the about page, it is taking the answer and is giving the answer just like that. It is just for the demo purpose I'm showing. If you have a bigger task, okay, say about we have a big book of that one, and we can use it and for the chatbot verifications. Now the next one, when did the university get recognition? Look at this, 1985, May 1985. Here somewhere here only, May 1985. Yeah. Now the next question, what is the motto of the university? Look at this. It is the motto is, see, I'm not given any question answers. I'm taking it from the passage, enshrined with the motto, educate to elevate. So I'm going to give, see, educate to elevate. This is the motto, right? 85 is here. Yeah, this one, the recognition is there. Now the last question is, how did the university get Bharathiar University name? Now, if you look at here, see the university named after the great national poet Subramani Bharati. Now, let me ask the question to the system. Look at here, Subramani Bharati. See, it is given. So this is the part of the board. So the board is doing everything. So I am giving only a text to the board, and the board is able to give the answers. So I need not go search for all the text. I can just like that, I can give questions in my chatbot or in my local drive. I can just ask that, it will pull the answers just like that. Okay, so likewise, you can do the translation, you could do the summarization, you can give a big text and you can summarize it. You can also do the programming. I was showing you the programming. Everything you can do it through this board. Okay, I'm almost going to close it. This is the pipeline. Yeah, thank you so much for your patient listening. And this is the question answer session. Yeah, I think madam was asking some of the questions. Please go ahead, ma'am. Hope the session is very helpful for you. If you have any clarification, please let me know. You can connect me through the LinkedIn, and even through the Gmail also you can connect. And if you have any questions, please go ahead. I think we are in time.
Participants, any query? Participants, so they asked some questions in the chat box.
Okay, ma'am, please go ahead, ma'am.
Let me ask.
Yeah, maybe we can take one or two questions, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, sir.
It's going to be 5 o'clock, so I want to close it at the time. Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
Fine, fine. Wait, sir. Wait, sir. To scroll it. Is there any human employability layoff comes with the growth of AI?
Yeah, that's a normal question. Most of people are asking. It is not going to happen because we have done say about 2 to 3% of AI, and AI is going to grow. So we need more technical people to make it more advanced level, so that it's not going to take away our jobs. So that's the fear. We are creating it. It's not like that, and it is going to grow. That's why I was telling you, we are partnering with the AI. So we need to have more technical people, and more advancement is going to happen, as far as I know.
So any other queries from the participants? Any other queries? Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So
Thank you so much.
you have given a glimpse on NLP applications, natural language generation, etc. and etc. The demo and the real-time scenarios you have given was so interesting and it was very useful. The entire session was so informative, sir. So once again, I thank the resource person for giving a valuable speech on natural language processing. And I hope there will be a good reach to the participants. Thank you, sir, once again for spending the valuable time with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you so much for all of you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Participants, I hope you all have filled the feedback form, and it will be active only for half an hour after the session. And the participants who attend for both the days only will be receiving the certificate. And tomorrow the session will start at 11 o'clock, and kindly join before 10 minutes. Is there anything you need, participants? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thank you.